Victoria's Secret abandons its scantily dressed angels, saying they're no longer culturally relevant. Activists and entrepreneurs will be the new faces of the brand, it says Business Insider. So the lingerie giant said on Wednesday that it was partnering with a group of inspirational women, including activists and entrepreneurs, to promote a new brand image and shape it around. These women, who include the Indian actor and entrepreneur Priyanka Chopra Jonas, and the pro soccer player and gender equality activist Megan Rapinoe will become the face. Rapinoe will become the face and voice of the brand, Victoria's Secret says. In an interview with New York Times, Victoria's Secret CEO Martin Waters said the angels were not culturally relevant in the late 90s and 2000. Victoria's Secret's runway show had a powerful role in the define sexy. Most recently, it's been criticized as outdated. Thoughts? Kai, I'm coming to you as well with this one. Look, I want to hear what Kai's going to say about this as well. So go ahead.
Kai is not a lady.
No, I said you first, but I'm going to go to Kai as well as a 22-year-old, seeing how upset he is.
So look, you're selling an image. You're selling a dream. This is an act of desperation.
Fantasy.
You are. You're selling a fantasy. This is an act by a company whose finances are in
Victoria's
a
Secret
shambles.
Angels.
They're a victim of mall traffic going down. They don't have a viable online. It's very hard to sell this stuff online. You kind of need to be in the store to try it on. But malls are dying, except for your nicest malls. So this, to me, this is an act of desperation.
Adam, is this catastrophic for you?
This is a big deal, guys. This is probably the biggest story in the world right now. Victoria's Secrets is not. They're going unsexy
wait, now. Be careful with what you say, right? Because remember the goal.
This is a big deal. I mean, look at these lovely ladies right here. Kai, get ready. Use your fingertips here. And now type in Megan Rapinoe. Okay? This is where we're going, ladies and gentlemen. We are now going from the sexiest ladies on earth to this lady. I get it. She's an athlete. Respect. She does some good stuff on the field. I do not want to see her on the runway. Not even a little bit. Okay? She can do her thing on the field. Keep your ass off the runway, Megan. So I will say that I think Priyanka Chopra Jonas is pretty damn hot.
Wow.
I will say that. This is sort of the unsexification of America. It's a little messed up. I think we might need some Justin Timberlake to get infused to bring sexy back, because if we're losing the angels for soccer players. This is the equivalent of Nike. Like Victoria's Secret's a pretty powerful brand. They're a sexy brand. You know, women want to aspire to be sexy. I get it. Guys want to get their women nice outfits for them to look sexy. You know, we're bringing sexy back, JT. This is like Nike saying, you know what? We're not really going to use LeBron anymore. We're not going to use MJ. We're not going to use fantastic athletes any out there. You see that fat guy over there? You see that John Candy looking dude over there? We're going to bring his ass over, and he's going to be the new face of Nike. Let's keep it sexy. Let's keep it sporty. And let's keep the women who deserve to be on the runway on the runway.
Who the hell thought this was a good idea? Like, honestly.
The woke.
So let me ask you a question. So let's just say, let's flip it. Let's flip it and say, moving forward, Calvin Klein models are offending many men.
He just said that.
And moving forward, we need to bring these guys with big bellies, beer bellies,
beer
and,
guts.
Beer guts.
My vote's for Rodolfo.
Moving forward, that's
Ronaldo, you mean?
Ronaldo. Sorry.
Yeah, not Rodolfo.
Ronaldo,
ironically, we do have a Rodolfo who will be here later.
It is too
I'm not trying to see
Rodolfo's like running out of the building right now.
It is too offensive. We shouldn't be doing that. So the current CEO, by the way, go pull up to Victoria's Secret's founder. Look what he is. Just put Victoria's Secret and go to their Wikipedia. Go to their Wikipedia. Okay, go to left, go to Wikipedia. Go lower till you find it. Should be coming up here,
Just
guy.
type in wiki.
Where the hell is the Wikipedia? Okay, anyways, go find it because you have to see who the founder is. We're going to eventually get to it. Okay, so look at the founder. Roy Raymond. Click on Roy Raymond. That's him. He looks like the founder of Victoria's Secret.
Yeah,
okay?
He does.
Credit. He looks like a guy that would come out with something like that, okay? So now, here's what I want you to do next. I want you to now go to the current CEO of Victoria's Secret. Okay, go to the same Wikipedia and then type in that name right there, Stuart. Yeah, him right there. Okay, copy paste. Go somewhere. This is what he looks like. Okay, so extremely conservative. He was a former Home Depot executive. Okay, he was a senior vice president of finance for Home Depot. He was a senior director at Pizza Hut before. He was an auditor and a manager and a CPA at Deloitte for 6 years. So this guy was an accountant.
He's a bean counter. You have
How the hell
bean counter
does
in
a
charge of
bean
Victoria's
counter
Secret.
become the CEO of a brand like freaking Victoria's Secret, makes no sense to me. It's as if Playboy's CEO all of a sudden becomes a former CFO of, pick a company there. New York Times, I'm going to go be the Playboy magazine. Moving forward, what we're going to be doing is it's not fun to be a bunny because a bunny is offensive. The animal we're going to use is a donkey is what we're going to use because that is
that is some ass right there.
Instead of we're going to use this, right? And the company that owns Victoria's Secrets is a company called L Brands. Who is L Brands?
That's what I'm saying. L Brands, their finances are in a shambles.
Yeah.
Well, they own a ton of retail clothing.
Yeah,
they
do. They do.
What else do they got, Kai? L Brand.
Kai, pull up.
Type in L Brands brands.
Bath and Body Works.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Pull up L Brand's stock price. Public.
By the way, Kai was supposed to give his opinion on Victoria's Secret.
Let's
Let's get Kai involved here.
He's been in a bad mood the last couple weeks, by the way. Just
Yeah,
trying to figure
because
it out.
they're taking away the
That's
sexy
what it is.
Victoria's Secret
Makes-
bunnies.
Makes a lot of
So
sense.
there used to be
I'm
angels out there,
furious.
now there's
Go
fat
back.
devils.
Furious. This is just a
Messed up,
catastrophe.
man. Messed up.
It's very, very
What do you guys
problematic.
think? What do you guys think?
Are you, David, you going to be diplomatic here?
Listen,
What's up?
We hear the audio in the background. You're listening to it, so you might want to take the mic off. Yeah.
You're
Vanessa, you go. It was just. By the way, shout out to Vanessa. It was just her birthday. Our extraordinary production.
What's your opinion?
Yeah.
Kai, did you have one or no? Go ahead.
Honestly, there's like different likes for everyone. I don't really care.
You don't really care. David, what do you think?
I think Victoria's Secret was that brand. It was that sexy, That's what it was. And so now to have it change, it's interesting. I think it might just be for attention maybe a little bit, and then it'll
And
go
then
back
you're
to
going to go back to the same
Yeah,
thing?
like,
You think
what
that's
was it,
what's gonna happen?
IHOB? from IHOP?
International House of Burgers. Yeah.
What do you think?
Joke's on us.
So I think it's interesting in
By the
terms.
way, both of them should run for office. Very
Yeah,
diplomatic.
yeah, I got zero answer out of that.
Nothing. You got no answer.
They're
Yeah.
using
The worst
They should
word.
coach
Yeah.
some of the people
They're
that
using
run for office.
adjectives that have no meaning.
When you-
Interesting.
when you
What
use
the hell
the word
is
interesting,
We will
you've got no
never go to
opinion.
them again.
Yeah.
Safest answer.
This is pretty interesting.
Go ahead,
Kai.
Kai.
This
Let's
is-
see what
I'm
Kai's going to
interested
say.
in this
Okay,
story.
Give me a break.
Interesting.
Why
I'm going to hit the.
Go ahead, Kai.
All right. So
Which
Where's
one?
the no button?
I think it was the Democrats.
No, that's not the.
so for
Go ahead.
me, I think what's interesting aspect of it is
Yep,
that
here it is. It's
they've always
interesting.
been one extreme where it's been skinnier the better, the more unrealistic looking the better. That's kind of how things have gone, which now to what Adam was saying with the woke culture, it's kind of bouncing back, but I think it's going the other opposite extreme. Like there's some Dove and stuff like that.
Yep.
In terms of their like the Bosch soap
I
and
was
stuff like
thinking of
that.
the Dove soap commercials.
They've landed a little bit more in the middle where you have some neutral ground where it's like it's more realistic. It's not as extreme, but you're also not now going the complete other opposite. I don't see why an entrepreneur in sexy lingerie is the new new.
So I got to
image
tell you a
of it.
story. I got to tell you a story. Maybe I've told the story before, but I got to tell you this. It's so appropriate right now. I'm at Harvard OBM. What is it? The Owner President Management Program, the OPM program. It's like 3 weeks. You stay in Harvard, right? And one of my classmates is the founder of this Victoria's Secret lingerie company of New Zealand, Europe, and Australia.
Okay.
And he's killing it. Billionaire, 7,000 employees, kicking ass. He's sitting right next to me, and he looks like the guy that would start a Victoria's Secret-esque type of a company. So at the end of it, out of 164 students, 8 of us are presenting our ideas. I'm one of them. He's one of them. So he comes up, and he says, so here's what I need. I'm trying to raise $500 million. And here's what my products are. He shows the products. He says, here's this product, here's that product. Here's what we said. This is our best-selling product. The whole, strings going down, all this. And he just got some legit stuff. He says, and by the way, very monotone guy says, but to be honest with you, this doesn't do it service. I think it's important for all you guys to visually see what all this work looks like on somebody. Can I please have my helpers show up? 8 girls walk up at
what I'm
Harvard,
talking about.
half naked.
Yeah.
Lynetta, who was running the whole show, she panics. She runs
This
around.
is market research here,
She
guys.
runs
This is
around, takes her jacket. You guys can't do this. This is going to be all over the news. You guys can't do this. Trying to cover these girls
This
up.
is Harvard.
And you see students are like, we want to see the product.
Product placement.
We want to see
I
the
want to look
product.
and touch and feel the
And
product.
then he says, so if you like the product, that's why I need $500 million. Invest
Yeah.
with me. He went off the stage. He ended up winning just
Yeah, of
because
course. Hello.
he fooled everybody.
Guys.
But I
Shock
tell
factor.
you, Harvard was so flippin' nervous because of this whole thing. Like, oh
you
my
imagine?
gosh, God forbid. So, anyways, I don't know what direction they're going. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is when you dramatically change the philosophy of your business and you dramatically change your customer, like, what's rule number 1 of business? Know your customer.
Yep.
You officially change your customer. When Jerry Springer went from his show, Jerry Springer says, I don't want to be this guy that's going around talking about fights and people jumping on top of each other. I'm a smart guy. I was a former mayor of Cincinnati. I have opinions. I want to be like more Oprah Winfrey. They went that direction. Ratings dropped catastrophically. His producer says, dude, you're not Oprah. You are Jerry Springer. You know, he's the daddy. He's not the daddy. That's who you are. Because they knew their customer. These guys are screwing up, not knowing who the customer is. I don't know. I just don't think it's smart in a business sense.
Let me say, from a business perspective, we all have certain principles. There's certain, truths in business. And number one is sex sells. Don't be scared of that. Sex sells. Number two, stay in your lane. You're the sexy company. You're Victoria's Secrets. Sex sells. Stay sexy, baby. Don't bring sexy back. Keep staying sexy.
Man, you are hitting it today.
Stay sexy. And last but not least, the riches are in the niches. If you're in the sexy niche, stay sexy, baby. That's all I'm trying to say.
All right,
you know one thing?
We
you
likely...
know a good comparison for this? You know how, like, with food, when they advertise what a burger looks like for McDonald's versus what it really looks like?
Yeah.
And you have, like, hot wings or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, instead of taking the picture of what their commercials are, they should just take it like when you open up a frozen bag of wings and dump it on in whatever bowl or something. They should just start advertising that.
So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.